Yeah, Mr. Shim, we have together attended the Falun Dafa 9-day lectures hosted by the practitioners in Toronto. And so today I started to communicate with the team leader who organized this very important event. And so I would like to invite you to offer feedbacks, and also if you have any questions so far, let's bring it up so that we would share this feedback and questions with the Toronto team.
So today I listening the nine lecture. The first lecture I Korean translate the first lecture.
First of all, about the English version of the 9-day lecture, we have listened to 3 days.
Yeah.
Overall, for you, do you overall have any feedbacks?
In English learning.
Mm-hmm.
But English learning when I read in the book, then I listening, understanding, not all. Understanding, but today I listening the Korean lecture.
Yeah, you decided that you want to just go to the Korean, translation of the first lecture. Okay, go ahead.
So the Falun. When we learning the Falun Gong, the Master Lee, he bring us the Falun. So the Falun is the Falun cultivate 24 hours our body. If the Falun put in the Falun in the student, he put in the Falun to the student. Then the Falun turning in our body 24 hours. Even if we are busy in the work, but he told me, don't worry about the Falun turning our body 24 hours, to increase the cultivation. Yeah. That's why explain to me, please.
Falun Dafa teaching is very profound. And so the book that when you first start to read, you will start to have a lot of questions. It's okay. All the new practitioners will have lots of questions. And for you, who has been, working on your mind for many, many years, following the Shende Dao system, your mind is very tranquil. And I think, you still have lots of questions when you start to learn Falun Dafa, right?
Yeah.
So usually when people ask questions like that, I would say that it's great you actually already understand so much that Master Lee, help you to cultivate by installing a Falun in your, not the physical body. The physical body is made of molecules. So people have questions like, what do you mean Master Lee install a Falun in my body? Where is it? You know what I mean? Where is it? Some people say, oh, really? It's in my stomach? They will try to find it in the physical world, molecular world. They will never find it. They will never find it. Why? Because the Falun is not in the physical dimension. that you can use molecular instrument to dissect it. You cannot. When you ask me, please explain to me what does it mean, right? Like you were saying that Master Lee says, Master Lee will install a Falun in your body, in the lower abdomen area, in that area. And the Falun will be rotating 24 hours a day. And then Falun will help you to cultivate, right?
Yeah.
So you say, how? Right? Is that your question? I see. Yeah. So number one, the Falun is not something that you can find in the physical molecular dimension. You cannot easily, detect that, use a human world high technology instrument. Now you say, if we cannot detect it, how do we know it's there? You can feel it. Every one of us feel it. As a matter of fact, almost every Falun Dafa practitioner definitely have experience of the Falun rotating. So validation of Falun cultivating your body, Falun rotation, Falun protecting you, actually is all validated by Falun Dafa practitioners. So humans' way of understanding truth actually is through many different ways. But a lot of times it comes from real experience.
Yeah, experience. What?
You
How do you experience?
You can, let's say, long time ago, people say, I only need to use a piece of metal and talk to the metal, and I can talk to my parents in China. People say, you must be kidding me. That's superstitious. But today I'm holding a piece of metal in my hand, and I can talk to people all over the world. Correct? So when you didn't experience it, you would not believe it. But then one day when you really experience it, you believe it. But when you really experience it, you also understand how it works. So I will tell you that, yes, one is experience, the other is rationality. We have our rational mind. As you know, I'm a scientist. And I will not just sit there and believe other people saying, your Falun will rotate 24 hours a day and help you to cultivate. And if I never experience it, you think I will believe it?
I think you believe, right?
No, but I mean, if I didn't validate it, do you think I will believe it?
No.
Of course. So I'm saying is that if one day you experience Falun rotating in your abdominal area, would you believe it?
Yeah.
There we go. So you will experience it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Master Lee's words in the lecture. Every sentence, you will validate it with your real experience. So when you ask me to explain it, I just tell you that I experienced it. And I know it is true. And I'm a scientist, and I don't lie. That's all I can say. And how you're going to be able to experience it, that's along your cultivation way. As long as you genuinely cultivate, you will be able to validate every sentence that Master Lee said in the 9 lectures. I promise. I did it. Yeah.
I'm going to listening the till 9 lecture by the Korean translation.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will listen together with you too, many times. Because for me, I believe that if I keep on listening to Master Lee's lecture, if it's Korean translation, I think my ability to speak Korean language will greatly enhanced. That's why I recommend you to go through the 9-day lecture of the English version. Do not stop, because this is planned for you. You know, about the language, just want you to know that, listen, we have lived many lives. Some lives we were Chinese, some lives we were Western, some lives we were Korean. Therefore, we can speak many, many languages. And they are all within us. And it's actually a matter of activating them. So that's why miracle happens to Falun Dafa practitioners. Some Western practitioners want to learn Chinese. And they didn't learn Chinese according to the human way. They basically put their faith into Falun Dafa, and they read the Zhuan Falun in Chinese. And after they do that, they can speak Chinese fluently. Within 1 year, the Western practitioner was able to speak Chinese fluently. It was a miracle. So for people who want to speak English and deliver truth to the English-speaking population like yourself, I highly recommend you to listen to 9-day lectures from 1 to 9, all in English translation. That's why I think this is organized for us. So far, we have done 3 lectures together. I highly recommend we continue to finish all 9 lectures.
Okay.
And when we do that, you will see. After 9-day lecture, you will see the difference. When you listen, don't think that you don't understand. If you have a notion that you will not be able to understand, you will not understand. But if you sit there and you totally forget your notions, you totally absorb into listening to Master Lee's voice, listening to the English translator's voice, and bring yourself totally 100% focus and allow yourself to enter, your whole body will be changed. You will benefit greatly.
Okay.
That's rationality.
Okay.
So when we listen, put 100% faith into the teaching and allow yourself to be, guided.
I'll try.
When we do that, when we do the 9-day lecture, our heart has to be in the right place, which is respect and reverence towards Master Lee. That's critically important. If you want to learn something from a teacher, you need to be a good student.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, very good.
Okay.